What's going on, everyone? I'm back here with another video, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a look at iOS 8.2 that was released about a week or so ago. So let's go ahead and take a look at what has changed in this new iOS update. So the first and foremost main feature that was included with 8.2 is the support for the upcoming Apple Watch. And essentially 8.2 adds support for the watch itself, as well as includes two new applications to use with the watch itself once it's released. And the first one is the Apple Watch Companion app, which is right here. It is pre-installed when you update to 8.2. Now, it is a stock application, which means that you cannot delete it. So, basically, once you update to iOS 8.2, you are stuck with this Apple Watch application no matter what. Even if you choose not to buy an Apple Watch, you're basically forced to have this app on your home screen, which is kind of unfortunate. But I guess it's not too big of a deal. But anyway, for those of you that are going to use it and are going to get the Apple Watch sometime next month, this app will allow you to pair your Apple Watch to your iPhone. And iPhones that are supported are the iPhone 5 and above. So basically, it's the iPhone 5, 5S, the 6, and 6 Plus are the iPhones that are supported with the Apple Watch. Unfortunately, iPhone 4S users and below will not be able to use it. But anyway, this application essentially allows you to pair your Apple Watch with your iPhone. So you have the My Watch tab where you can hit Start Pairing, and it will give you or bring up the camera and want you to take a picture of the front of the Apple Watch itself. I'm not exactly sure how that is going to pair the actual watch to your phone, but we'll have to wait and see how that works once the watch is actually released. So that's kind of an interesting way of pairing it. So that's kind of new. But yeah, once you pair the actual watch with the app, under the My Watch tab, as you can see here, it will give you all of the settings that you can adjust for the watch itself, such as Bluetooth settings, brightness settings, Wi-Fi connectivity, clock settings, and so on and so forth. So you can basically tweak and adjust mostly everything that your watch can do, and everything like that from this tab here. And then you also have the Explore tab, which doesn't do anything other than allow you to view videos about the Apple Watch itself. So if you're interested in purchasing it, you can get some videos on how it's made and everything like that, and just get some more info. And then the last tab over here is the App Store, and this is where you will download third-party apps to be used on the actual Apple Watch itself. But this is not functional currently because the actual watch is, of course, not released. But once it is, this is where you will download third-party apps for it. So that is the first feature of iOS 8.2. Now, once the Apple Watch comes out, I will make a more in-depth review of the Apple Watch Companion app. But until then, that is what it looks like. And then the second thing involving the Apple Watch with this update is a second application called Activity, which does not show up until you actually pair the watch to your iPhone. So, and essentially, though, what the Activity app does is it'll track all of your fitness activity that you do while you use your Apple Watch, such as heart rate, steps, flights of stairs that you've climbed during the day, and everything like that. And it'll allow you to track that data, kind of similar to what the Health app does, but it's more visual, I guess, and lets you kind of see it in a better view. Okay, so that was the two first main features of this update. The next features and or bug fixes are including the Health application. The first one being there is now the ability to select a unit of measurement for distance, body temperature, height, weight, and blood glucose. So if we go into the health app real quick and go to the health data and do a quick demonstration, if we go to walking/running distance, you now get this option here of unit. So when you click on that, you can go from kilometers or miles depending on your preferences. And the same thing with weight. So you can choose pounds and stuff like that. So really nice that that's added. So next up, this is a stability improvement. And basically, the health app has been improved with dealing with large amounts of data. So if you're using the health app quite frequently and you end up accumulating a large amount of data, the health app will be able to handle it much better than it did on 8.1.3. Next up, there is now the ability to add and visualize workout sessions from third-party fitness applications. So that's pretty nice. Next, there is a new toggle in the settings app to turn on or off the tracking of steps, distance, and flights climbed. So if we go into settings here and scroll down to privacy and go to motion and fitness, you now see we have an extra switches that we can adjust. So you can turn off fitness tracking completely if you do not want to have that on, or you can turn on and off specific apps relating to the fitness aspect of the phone. So if you don't want Nike Plus Move to be using your fitness data, you can easily turn that off and it will no longer have access. So that's really cool. Next is a fix for an issue that was preventing users from adding a photo to the medical ID. So there was a glitch in the previous firmware that was not allowing users to add a photo to their medical ID profile, which was kind of annoying, but now that should be fixed. And lastly, there is a fix for an issue where some of the graphs did not show data values. So essentially, this little graph that you see on the dashboard of the health app would not show the graphical data of how many, say, in this case, steps you've taken. It would just be a blank screen. So that's another nice improvement that has been made. Okay, so these next little improvements are involving stability enhancements, and these are just real small. Basically, the stability of mail has been improved, as well as flyover in maps, music application, as well as music playback. Voiceover has been improved, so it's more reliable. And lastly, the made for iPhone hearing aids have also been stability enhanced and or improved. So those are going to work much better with your phone. And now the last things with this new 8.2 update are general bug fixes, and I'm going to be going over just listing some of the major ones. So starting with the first one is a fix for an issue in maps that prevented people from navigating to some of their favorite locations. So basically, if you favorited a location, the Maps app would prevent you from doing that, which was very annoying. I actually encountered that, so I'm glad that's fixed. Next, there is a fix for an issue that the last word in a quick reply message was not auto-corrected. So if you're typing a word or a message using the quick reply function of a text message, the last word that you typed would not be autocorrected, which sometimes could involve an incorrect word that you would end up sending to your friend, which is sometimes, in some cases, not a good thing. Okay, next is a fix for an issue where duplicate iTunes purchased content would prevent iCloud restore from completing. So basically, if you had duplicate songs purchased from iTunes, it would prevent iCloud from restoring your phone. Essentially, it would stop halfway through which was incredibly annoying. That was another one that I encountered. Next is a fix for an issue where some music or playlists did not sync from iTunes to the music app. So basically, some playlists just didn't sync over from iTunes to your phone, which isn't a huge issue, but can get annoying for some. So that's now fixed. Next is an issue that has been fixed where deleted audiobooks sometimes remained on the device after they were deleted. So if you deleted an audiobook from your phone, essentially the book will basically stay on your phone and continue to take up space without you even knowing it. So that's nice that is fixed. And lastly, a fix for a time zone issue has been corrected in the calendar events, where most of the calendar events would appear in GMT standard time instead of your local standard time zone. So that's nice. So for me, for example, I live in the Pacific time zone, and it would put a GMT as the time zone, which would really screw up some of the calendar events and would make things really out of sync and would be overall just an absolute mess. So that's another one that I'm very happy that is fixed. But anyway, that is basically all of the major new features and or enhancements / bug fixes for the iOS 8.2 update. Now, like I said, this update is required if you do choose to purchase the Apple Watch. So if you're gonna purchase an Apple Watch next month, you have to update to 8.2. It is mandatory that you do that. Now, if you're not going to get an Apple Watch, or if you're jailbroken or anything like that, you don't have to update. But I can say that this update is working pretty dang well. I have been using it on an iPhone 5S, as you can see here, as well as an iPhone 6 Plus. So both of those devices have been running very smooth and very functional and fluent on 8.2. So I haven't had any real major problems. So, but I'll keep you guys updated if I find any more major issues with this update. But anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit the subscribe button right down there. Also, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. That's much appreciated. And if you guys have any questions or comments, leave those in the section below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. So, yes, with that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.